Welcome back to another Brew Talk Geek on Nom Talk Network. I'm Dustin Brighter, and join me today as I take you through 3 new beers that I haven't checked out yet. First up, we have Sam Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. Now, I'm not a big stout person. I'm not a huge chocolate fan either, to be perfectly honest. I'm a little weird, sorry. But I kind of wanted to go out of my wheelhouse on this one. Considering Sam Smith is such an old brewery, I don't get too much account to try a lot of their stuff. Starts coming out a really nice amber color, very light, but as it gathers, man, that's black. That is nearly black. It's really, really sudsy foam. It's really, really heavy head. There's a lot of lacing left on the glass from the head too, and the head's really, really got good retention. It's not really going anywhere, which for a stout makes sense. A little bit of a metallic scent almost. I'm wondering if that's just due to the bottle or the age of the bottle. I'm not 100% sure how old the bottle is. But there's definitely a strong chocolate malt to this, which, being a chocolate stout, makes sense. Now, I've had chocolate stouts before too, but I haven't had an organic chocolate stout before, so I'm wondering if there's going to be any kind of palatable difference. Right up front, I can tell it's going to taste a lot like chocolate. Oh man, okay. I'm going to be honest, I really thought I was going to be severely disappointed with this one, but it tastes like a liquid chocolate malt ball. Really intense dark chocolate kind of flavor, but there's a little bit of sweetness to it, so it's not quite dark chocolate. It's almost like a milk chocolate flavor, which is strange. Yeah, it's not like a chocolate bar or like a Tootsie Roll. Like the closest thing I can think of is a chocolate covered malt ball. There's a sweetness there, but it's not too much, even for a stout. The crazy thing is it's really not that thick either. It really slides down your throat really easily. If you like chocolate, you're probably gonna like this beer. If you don't, you may not. And I don't even like chocolate, to be honest, but this is more like a chocolate malt ball. So if you like chocolate malt balls, you're probably gonna like this. Sam Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. I honestly think this tastes great. 4.5% alcohol. Next up, we have a great addition. Not specifically because of what it is, since I've never had it before, but because if you get gifted beer over the holidays like I do, you eventually have to go through them before they go bad. This is Ridgeway Brewing's Bad Elf. Now, this is part of an entire set of beers, including Bad Elf, Seriously Bad Elf, Very Bad Elf, Criminally Bad Elf, Reindeer Dropping, Santa's Butt, Lump of Coal Stout, etc. They have really fun bottles for the holidays as well. So this is actually a winter pale ale. I'm gonna be using a tulip glass for this, because I want to. Ooh, nice kind of golden copper color. Definitely more golden than copper, to be perfectly honest. That's pretty. 4.5% as well, just like the Samuel Smith Stout. The head's really puffy, but it's a lot of large bubbles, almost like a Stella or like a lager. A sour smell almost. I can smell the hops, but they're not really strong. There's spices, caramel. It almost smells like it's about to skunk too, which makes sense. The bottle is brown, but it's not quite dark enough to block all light, so. It's actually pretty nicely balanced. Nothing's really standing out as the dominant taste. Nothing's really overpowering. There's a little bit malty, and there's a little bit of hop on the back end of the taste, but almost a bitter citrus finish at the end of it. Kind of like almost chewing on like an orange or a lemon rind. It's pretty creamy. It's very wet too. It's very thin, just like the Samuel Smith was, to be honest. They're not. This is maybe a little bit thinner. This would go well with a lot of like German sausages, potato dishes. Carbonation's pretty low, to be honest. It's a solid British pale ale for winter. It's definitely worth it during the holidays, if only for the gag of the Christmas bottle. Last but not least on the list today is something I'm actually really excited to try. For those of you that know me and my wife Jen, who currently hosts the Geeky Juice Cocktail Show on Nom Talk Network, she has a wheat allergy. So I like to find beers that are gluten-reduced or gluten-free beers. Anything that's not made with sorghum, in my opinion, any of the beers that are made with sorghum taste absolutely vile. But Stone Brewing has actually made a few gluten-reduced options. Their Stone Delicious is a phenomenal IPA. However, coming in at 7.7%, it's a little bit stronger than she likes to drink a lot of the time. So I'm really excited to present the Stone Features and Benefits IPA. That Stone's doing the whole no stone unturned thing, so all their cans are upside down. So basically it's gluten reduced, super smooth, it's 95 calories, 2.9 grams of carbs, and only 4% alcohol. So without further ado, let's get in our nice IPA glass here. We had a lot of good carbonation, so looking forward to that. They call this an insanely flavorful hop-forward IPA. So for 4%, that's actually, I'm hoping to be impressed like I was with Founders All Day IPA, which for a session IPA, a lot of flavor to it. Very, very light, a lot lighter than a lot of IPAs. It's like a straw yellow, really frothy white head, big bubbles. It smells like I don't want to say grassy, but it smells grassy. Like a herbal kind of vegetable meat smell. It's a little bit of citrus zest and fruit. For a hop-forward IPA, I'm getting any hops on the nose. Okay, some citrus zest, a little bit of lemon, lime, kind of, tangerine. Damn, that's a lot of tropical in there, actually. Like tangerine and grapefruit, and that almost tasted like pear. There's a lot of fruit flavors in here, but it's really watery. It's not hop forward at all. It's not even hop backwards. It's hop negative. Really, really light body, super low carbonation. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in this one. I would not call this insanely flavorful, nor would I call it hop forward, and it's hurting me to have to call it an IPA. This honestly tastes like a session IPA had a baby with a Bud Light seltzer. Harsh words, I know. However, if you like a good session IPA with a very, very low, almost more like a pale ale instead of an India pale ale, but a lot lower of a hop bite, but a little bit of that tropical citrusness you get in those POGs, this might be a good bet for you. For myself, I think I'm alright. I'm Dustin Brighter, and thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Brew Talk Geek on Nom Talk Network. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down below if there's a specific beer you want me to try or a specific brewery you want me to check out and get something from them.